about just how we structure things in this country. I know we approved buildings, well, some of these buildings are definitely, I think they're not approved. So there's a problem, Mr. Mayor, but thank you very much for working with me and keeping in touch. Let's stay with that one and advise those who somebody contact. Don't be defensive. There's a problem, and when there's a problem, sometimes we get defensive because we feel like you're being criticized and it might have political implications. No, no, don't worry about that. We try to get things done. And when something is wrong, we just have to get it fixed. All right. Gonna go for the break right now. You're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. So come back. Don't move.
Choose from a wide variety of tiles from Garrett Trading. Whether a classic or modern look, our tiles give that added dimension. For that Greek marble, flashy or glossy finish in your bathroom and kitchen, a myriad of designs and colors are available to create your personal masterpiece. Visit our showroom at 169 Consort Spring Road or call Garrett Trading and Installation Limited 876-669-8996. Design your style.
Get on the path to financial freedom. Be your own boss with City and Guilds and Distinction College certification at Distinction College. Start full-time, part-time with weekend classes in plumbing, air conditioning and refrigeration, motor vehicle repairs and electrical installation. No subjects required, no age limit, no entrance test. Register this week and get free courses at huge discounts. Licensed employment agencies will assist students with job opportunities overseas. Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town and Ocho Rios or call 876-356-4167. Distinction College, the School of Champions.
Welcome back. You're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica, that beautiful country where we say we're little but we tell about. I'm checking if my guests are online. And yes, we're going to have them for about 10 or 15 minutes or so. Because I know they are both busy. So we're supposed to have a line up. And it's Donna Anderson, a businesswoman. Are you there?
Hello.
Oh, we don't have Miss Donna Anderson. Okay, we have Mr. Jeffrey Shields. How you doing, my friend? Well,
I'm fine, my friend.
Well, I won't take up much of your time, but I know as a businessman, you're into a beautiful business. I don't know about beautiful business making money, but some beautiful business that we really need. So, we don't have much time, but tell us basically some of the challenges, some of the good things happening, and the kind of things you have to offer the public. Mr. Jeffrey Shields.
The good thing is, we offer service that really makes people happy and makes it so easy to send a gift. You
I think we have lost him for a second. We definitely not hear Mr. Jeffrey Shields. Mr. Shields, if you can hear me, we're not hearing you at this time. I guess we probably have to try him another time. Can we ask him to log on again, or what can be done? Because the quality is very bad. Mr. Shields, if you can hear me, you're definitely not coming through at all. For those who are listening, you're listening to Spot On with Vernon Darby, coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. We have Mr. Jeffrey Shields on the line, but we're having a problem with the quality of the transmission. All right. Can we try again to get him back on? Mr. Shields? Oh, it's pretty bad. Well, this is all to apologize for that. We probably Should we abandon that link? All right, we just might have to abandon that. Anyhow, we've been talking to Mr. Oh,
I'm not sure what happened there, Vernon.
yes, right. Okay, back in the beautiful bit. What happened a while ago wasn't beautiful at all.
I know. Did you hear what I said?
No, but we have no control over that, so you continue, my friend.
No. Okay.
Would you have to repeat what you said because I didn't hear you from
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's a very interesting operation. We offer a service that's very convenient for customers, and they're usually very grateful, for this because imagine if you're going to send a gift, you have to go out and select a gift and have it packaged and have it delivered.
Yeah.
And the florist industry does that for you. You go online or you call us at Cheese and Shields and we'll take your order. We have it nicely done up and delivered with a message on the card. So, it's a very interesting service that we do,
It's,
right?
you know that the persons are listening to us now in London, the tri-state area in Florida.
Yeah.
Suppose somebody's living there and they want to say, for example, send bouquet, whatever it is, to a relative. How easy it is.
Perfect. Just go online. Just go online and a couple of years ago, you used to have to go through a service
Yeah.
like 1-800 or FTD. Now you just go online, you find a local florist, and you go online and you place your order and it's done.
Oh,
And
so
we get the
you have,
order
you, have a,
back.
you have a site, a website now.
Oh, we have a website at shields.com, and you go there and you see all the pictures, you see the catalog of what's there, and the prices and everything, and you order right there, just like on Amazon or any other site. So it's very convenient for people overseas.
Okay.
Extreme.
And
Yeah.
one good thing
And-
I noticed that it is a secure site. So you see HTTPS.
Oh
That
yes,
means it's a
absolutely secure.
site.
Yes.
So
We ensure
Shields,
that.
SHIELDS, and
Yes.
ANDShields.com. Oh, that's great.
Right.
So if persons overseas, I want to send things, they can just go online and just send things to anybody today. No,
Yeah, at any time. I love you or happy birthday or anniversary or get well soon.
yeah.
For funerals, we have examples of wreaths online.
But I
can
tell you
choose one.
something, Sashi.
Just put it in your basket.
You don't have to have no good reason. One good reason you need to have. This is just
Yeah.
show love and care for somebody. So at any time you feel like just you have your mother,
Yeah.
your brother, your sister. Even one
Very well said. Just
Ye-
make somebody happy.
exactly, can you imagine even when your brother or your sister who you enough to who you can stand sometimes. Can you imagine you send
Yeah.
something to say I love you? Oh
Yeah.
no, that will make I know I must tell you, I know one particular lady, I just call her. Normally you don't
Yeah.
want to talk about politics and so on, just to wish her happy birthday. I get that the whole day she could not believe that somebody from the radio station called her just to wish her happy birthday.
That's nice, yes.
So, it'd be nice just to just send something to somebody, probably from
Yeah.
that doctor who treated you in Jamaica. Your brother or
Yeah.
former teacher, just send them something. Can you imagine? You remember
Oh,
that?
yes. That's what happens. That's how we get the business.
Yes. But
So
I know we only
people
have
just-
about probably 5 more minutes. There are challenges as a businessman now. We just went through very. Tell me a bit about that and how you dealt with that because I know you grow some of your flowers. How
Yes,
you do
yeah, we grow a lot of our plants, and the hurricanes are really very challenging because
Yes.
one of the things that affected cheese and cheese, we had about 3 hurricanes, 2007, 8, and I think 9 or 10 in a row, and we had elaborate greenhouses up in Douglas Castle.
Yes.
A lot of money to set them up and so on, and they were all destroyed by Hurricane 2007 was the first, I think. I think it was Dean or whatever.
Yes.
And then we stepped back, and then after that came another hurricane. And we said, okay, it's 30 years apart, 25 years apart for hurricanes in Jamaica, historically. So
Right.
we fixed it at the time, and bang came the hurricane again, and that was a real blow. So we do have those challenges. What greenhouse growers are doing now?
Yes.
We did that this year for Beryl, although we didn't need to because we didn't get the category 5. What they're doing now is they take off the greenhouse cover and the shade cloth.
Yes.
A lot of work still. You take it off, and but then you have to get it back on after the storm quickly to
Right.
protect the plants, you know. So it really is, and then you usually find that sales go for a month after the hurricane. You know, you have very little sales. You
So
know,
if you take the covering off, what would I would believe that the storm would not damage those plants.
I beg your pardon?
I believe that the wind would probably wreak
Well, if you
havoc with
put
the
them on the
plants.
ground, put them on the ground and lay them on the side, some will get damaged, but they won't get destroyed. You know, and that's the good
Oh,
thing. Yeah. Yes, they won't get destroyed. You
but,
know, you lose some, maybe
right.
10, 50, depending on the
But
severity
you'd
of
have
the
to
storm.
build the greenhouse in such a way so that you can take it down easy.
Yes, that's the problem, yes. Well, they're now doing that. You know, after all the problems they had in Florida, they're starting to design them that you just slip off the plastic and then slip it on back, or the shade cloth. So you have to build your greenhouses now with that in mind, so you can really protect them. Because if you leave just the frame, the wind is going to blow through. It's not going to really damage the structure. Very little, if any, you know. So
Yes.
that's the way to go now. Now we weren't doing that before, so we used to lose everything.
So it means therefore this is an area that the Ministry of Agriculture and even ADPET could look at in
Yes.
terms of educating our farmers, especially our small farmers, because they understand that the greenhouse technology is far more efficient and is a good way to protect your plants from
Oh yes,
diseases
you
and
get
so
a
on.
you get a lot more protection, not just from rain but from wind. The humidity is better, you know.
Hmm.
So yes, you definitely in the long run it pays off.
But
Still, you have your field crops that you can grow.
yes,
You know
yes,
that still are excellent. You know, again you have, because of hurricanes you have to be careful. Like you have to be careful about bananas, for example, and eat certain crops, papaya that you know the, the the wind will really blow down, you know.
yes, yes.
But the other things like pineapples and potatoes and so on, sweet potatoes, you know, yam will probably get hurt if you grow them on sticks.
Mhm.
So there can be quite a lot of damage for the field crops, you know.
But the bananas, if you
Uh,
have a strong hurricane, the bananas definitely will not stand up at all.
oh yes, they go down so easily, and then you have to start another nine months to a year to get back in production.
Yes,
It really is devastating. It can be. And the thing is, a lot of crops now, like the field crops like lettuce and cabbage and tomatoes, the rain will cause severe damage also, not just the wind, you know?
yes,
So
because
it's all
my good
damage.
friend who is a market analyst, she's a vendor at Coronation Market. She calls it watermyelitis. When the vegetables get too much water, they get watermyelitis. I always
Oh
find
yeah,
it so funny when she mentioned it. So I'm sure that word is going to find its way to the vocabulary.
yes, yes, that is true. Very true. You know?
So I wonder to what extent is rather that is they are looking at that and probably helping the farmers to get the sort of greenhouse set up so that it can be taken down because the only thing with earthquake gives you no warning, but at least for
No.
the storm you get some amount of
Yeah,
warning,
so,
you
yeah.
know.
But I think they're designing them like that generally now.
Yeah.
It's a general trend, you know. You know,
But the
the
cost
old
of it,
way
before you go, the cost generally of putting up a greenhouse, say, give me a rough probably area covered up. Roughly how much it costs to put up a greenhouse.
well, it's quite expensive. Um, you're talking probably about $7 or $8 million for an acre, you know, um, Jamaican dollars or more, depending on how you design it. But it's quite expensive, you know. And some farmers use a mixture of greenhouse and field. You
Yes.
start them in a greenhouse and then you go to the field, you know.
But I guess if you're doing a
And
small thing behind the house or something like that, it probably cost you a few hundred thousand.
I beg your pardon? I
If
missed
you're
that.
building a
What?
small thing, the back of your house or such, I think it probably won't cost you half that much.
Oh no, not that much. Very little.
But for like an acre, you're talking about probably
Talk
80
about the acre, it's talking a lot of money, you know.
So she's
So
anything you want to leave us with, and we can find you at sheesandcheese.com. Any
anytime,
final word?
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Great,
Uh,
and thank you for
okay,
the support that you have always been willing to give the station and give this program.
yeah.
So really
You're most
appreciate that.
welcome.
We'll be in touch, my
Anytime,
brother.
anytime.
About one.
We try to be generous, you know.
Yes. Jeffrey
All
She's
right.
there from Shields and She's. They're listening to Spoton with Vernon. We're going to go for the break. soon come back. Don't move.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Omega Church and Omega Radio celebrate 20 years in ministry. We are stronger together. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody there's going to be food, music, lots and lots of celebration. Your soul will be revitalized.
We kick things off on Wednesday, July 24 with a special fasting and prayer service at 12 noon, an all-white affair.
Come and be inspired by the keynote speaker, Prophet Bar.
God's about to do a new thing in this house, and if you just shout, Master, if you just open up your mouth and praise God, it's going to happen.
Then Thursday, July 25 and Friday, July 26, it will be our revival evening service starting at 7 p.m. each night with keynote speaker Bishop Black from the UK.
Give that 12 in the secret place of the Most High God.
Saturday, July 27 will be the world-renowned stage play, The Time Is Now.
All you ever did in your life is went to church, been a good little Christian girl, got married, had 2 kids, and stayed home to be your housewife.
I never wanted you girls to know what my past life was really about. But now that I see you're headed in the same direction, I must tell you. And the time is now.
Early access tickets are available until July 20th. General admission, $27, and VIP, $35 early access. Children under 12 are free. At the door, tickets are $40.
Tickets are available online at the omegachurchonline.com and the box office, which can be reached at 954-773-8377.
This is Bishop John Wayne Manning. I want to say thank you in advance for coming to this event. Listen, we will wrap up this celebration on Sunday with a spirit-filled completion service. You don't want to miss out on that.
With special keynote speaker, Prophet Bar.
We're going to have a 5-piece band on Sunday, July the 28th at 11 a.m. The Omega Church, located at 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida, zip code 33076. That is the Omega Church 20-year anniversary. Don't miss out on this celebration. We are stronger together. Tell your friend, tell your family, tell everybody.
Welcome back. You're listening to Spoton with Vernon coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica, right here in the beautiful country of Jamaica. Yes, where we sit with Little but with Talon. Coming up right now is Real Estate Matter. And of course, we have online Mr. Dennis Hickey, my good friend who knows the business very well. So, those of us, that includes myself, you want to buy somewhere and you don't jump on the buy, so listen to the expert. Your neighbor across the road, carefully ask your neighbor, not a professional. All right, so good morning, Mr. Hickey, how you doing? I think let's try again if we can hear Mr. Hickey. Good morning, Mr. Hickey.
Vernon, good, I'm here, hearing you loud and clear.
I am hearing you now. So, how you and Beryl? How Beryl didn't like you off and come visit you?
I tell you something. Uh, we are lucky that the hurricane didn't come straight through Midland, Mid Island.
Yes, yes.
We feel it for those people who suffered Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Hanover. Spoke to a friend of mine last night in Mandeville, still don't have any light.
And in Hanover too, I got a message too that they still don't have any electricity in parts of Hanover.
Yeah, very challenging. What this also shows though is that we need to begin to pay more attention as we did in Gilbert. I lived through Gilbert. To how we
No, you
build
didn't live. You mean you survived?
I survived, yes.
Yeah.
But we have to pay attention to how we build, and especially our roof. Because I could see from the videos that there may have been some challenges with roof. However, none of us can prepare for a category 4 or 5.
5, yeah.
Even with good intention, except for those people who now live in slab roof structures. We don't know. My roof has never been tested, and even though I know it was properly put on, I still had a lot of apprehension on the eve of the hurricane, and thank God we were spitted, and where I live seemed to have had some protection from the hills around.
I was just trying to find something that I'm trying to back now about because he feels very strongly about that roof thing and that we need to promote it far more. Because we learned during Gilbert that, funny enough, my understanding, if my memory serves me right, the older buildings seem to have done pretty well. It's the new buildings which lost their roofs. So something seems to be wrong in terms of how we deal with the roof.
You see what happened? A roof like mine has this socket, which is the board that goes over first.
Yeah.
Then you have a membrane, and then the sheetings that are on it is the dechromatic tiles or standing seam.
Yeah.
Oh, you clearly have to make sure the zincs are properly nailed down on the rafters.
Yeah.
If you have on so my roof had a special attention. I have bolts bolting on the plate. I have some straps that are bolted onto the wall and hold on the plates, and I have the hurricane straps. Plus, the rafters go through, eventually end up through concrete, so you can't see the straps. Usually what happens on a roof is that the zinc goes first. Once that peels, then if you look at the videos, the rafters still there.
Yeah.
But it goes off, and those roofs that I saw, some of them in the video, didn't have the socket, which is the board, fully boarding. Because if you have the board and the zinc goes, like some people shingle, you will have leak but not flooding in.
Oh. He want to practice and to be sense that we need to have a promotion now saying like strapless today, topless tomorrow. And I have no doubt that people are using the hurricane strap, so that's why you saw some of the rafters in place, but the zinc gone. The zinc gone.
So it's a lower cost way to build a roof to putting on zinc on top of the rafters, and then you put a drop ceiling, which is just to prevent you from seeing the zinc. What some people are doing, those of us who are not in concrete, is completely boarding off. I using T11 socket, something made on other size. Simply means you board off the whole roof on top of the rafter. And some people like it to look up in the rafters and see the board.
Yes.
On top of that now you put the zinc, which is the dechromatic or the standing seam, So and hope that don't peel. If it peels, then the water going to still run off the board until rain don't fall, they will correct it. And usually when you put on the board, you put on a film on it, and that film is like a plastic membrane. So it's 3 layers: board, rafters, board, membrane, and then your sheet materials.
Right. I must tell you, I lived some years ago in a house in Jacksonville, And I
Yeah.
must tell you, it's just unbelievable the way it is built. It went to Gilbert. How it is built, you see, is that the house is basically open. It has, the ceiling is just some board across. And you can see right up
Right.
into the roof. The air comes right through the house, goes through the back, so it doesn't impede the air at all, and it seems to work. It just goes straight through. What they have in a mesh.
So a lot of people, you know, 'cause once the wind doesn't get placed to lift, but a category 5, me you can't do nothing but a category 5 decide to move things.
You said move things, it probably move you too.
Yeah, exactly. So what the most you can do is be as prepared as possible.
Yeah.
If you're going to re-roof your house, try to talk to the roofing people and see if you can afford to incur the extra cost of the socket, which is the board on top of it, eh?
Yes, and as you say, the material which covers that, it provides a layer to prevent water coming through.
Absolutely. And me not a construction man, but it's like a common sense and me learn as we go along.
Right, so what it means, therefore, you are telling us the questions to ask and things to check out. You're not saying you are the expert, but when we we can go to expert and say, well, we don't have that, because let me tell you something. When you don't know what to ask, you're at the mercy even of the experts.
Absolutely. And sometimes the experts are saying, hey, you can't afford it, so let me not include this in the cost. As far as I'm concerned, it is better to measure 10 times and cut once.
Yes.
Than cut once and having to measure, again.
And in the old time days, they would say, you call it what, penny wise and pound foolish.
Yes. And just be mindful that disasters are going to these kind of disasters are going to get worse with climate change.
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really believe the scientists. The scientists didn't try to rubbish. What about that? No, come. But no, it's like when in the Bible they said, no, I warn the people about the flood. The people couldn't listen.
Listen, man, I heard people, I was a young couple at the time, and I heard people talking about Gilbert not coming, and I go and get prepared. I end up a feed some people who are not prepared.
Well, I must tell you, I don't know why, but I just took it seriously.
You must.
Oh, yes. Our passport, everything put in a plastic. This time I didn't do it, but oh, yes, everything was popular. And when what I did, I bought nails too and hammer because I said, if the eye pass over, then I can probably jump on the roof. Which is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
The eye passed over. I went on top of the roof and I nailed on the whole roof again.
Yeah, come on.
And when it started, I see the zig, them start to fly. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so what do you want us, what else you want us to talk about today?
Well, we have 2 more minutes. Well, you have talked about quite a bit already. I have to alert us in terms of importance of proper roofing material.
Yeah, man, let me say this. Because we and I spoke yesterday, Vernon. I have a spreadsheet up on the computer.
Yeah.
And I will say to potential buyers of houses. And that's where Hickey Grant comes in as experts, as real estate consultants. Eh? There are some costs. When you see a house and you see a price listed and you're going to make an offer to buy, we suggest that we have a discussion about some additional costs. We suggest that we have a discussion about...
Yeah, we don't have a minute before we go for the break. Continue.
But we can come back and talk about it.
All
For example, if somebody's going to buy a house, say $25 million, right?
I tell you what, let me go for the break and then we come back with that one.
We can come back and talk about it.
Okay, you're listening to Spoton, and my very special guest is Dennis Hickey. He's been giving you quite a bit of information about the type of roof you ought to have. And then he's going to now look at the kind of cost that sometimes you're not aware of. So stay with us, Vernon Dab. It's Spoton. Soon come back. Don't move.
Three Angels Pharmacy, the premier provider of quality pharmaceutical care, opens every day except Saturday. Located at shop number 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville, call 625-5584.
The temperature by Three Angels Pharmacy is
32 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Catch every event, every win, every day, only on the SportsMax app. Download the SportsMax app today and join the chase for gold live with our athletes. Catch every second of the action from goal to gold, live at your fingertips. Don't miss out on the thrill of victory and the excitement of the Olympic Games. Download the SportsMax app now from the Google Play or App Store. SportsMax, the home of champions, proudly serving as the official Caribbean broadcaster for the 2024 Paris Olympic Games.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
It's that time again. It's Azan Supercenter's 2-day sale. Come to Azan Supercenter Crossroads and Linstead this Friday and Saturday. Get everything you need for your home and more. So don't miss out on this 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday. Crossroads and Linstead.
Azan Supercenter, we're gonna make you smile. Azan Supercenter, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Welcome back. You're listening to Spoton with Vernon Darby coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. And my very special guest is Mr. Dennis Hickey, who's been giving us some very good information. Yes, we'll talk to the experts about buying a house or building that roof, designing that roof. You need to ask those questions. Make sure that those points that Dennis mentioned, that you think about those. Now, Dennis talking about finance, and that's quite important. So back to you, Dennis.
Yes. So as I was talking about, I have a spreadsheet that we set up for all our agents.
Yes.
Calculates the price of a house from the seller's perspective as well as from the buyer's perspective. Now, it's important that one, when we go into, when you ask an agent from Hickey Grant to look for a house for you to make an offer, that one, you have what is called your pre-qualification letter from your bank or your bank combined with NHT to show that they will lend you up to a certain amount of the mortgage. Then we need to determine the deposit that you're going to make and show proof that you have that in the bank for us to make an offer. Some agents, some sellers are not entertaining us unless we have pre-qualified the client.
Right.
Why? Because if you haven't and you make an offer, you don't have your letters in place, the letter then comes so you can't afford it. You waste everybody's time, seller's time, other agents' time, our agents and Hickey Grant's time. So we try to go through that process. But we also, if I was representing the seller for a $25 million house, I would want the seller to know that after you pay transfer tax, stamp duty, registration fee, your legal fee depending on who your attorney is and what they charge you, plus GCT, the cost of preparing the contract, sales commission, GCT and sales commission, some miscellaneous charge that the lawyers usually put. A $25 million house is going to cost. It's going to lead to a deduction of about 2.399, which you have 2.4 million out of the 25 when you sell it. Again, lawyer fee may be less and those things. You negotiate sales commission.
Yeah.
The buyer doesn't pay transfer tax.
Right.
But the buyer is some of the cost, like half of stamp duty. Just small. But the buyer in that cost, in that process, must demonstrate that apart from the deposit, they also have at least, and I didn't even put in mortgage cost here. I don't know what the mortgage company is going to charge you, but if we know what they're going to charge you, we can plug it in. But without mortgage costs, the buyer needs to have at least $755,000 more on top of the $25 million, which is the mortgage amount plus the deposit to cover the cost. So if you hear about closing costs, there are some other things involved, eh? The buyer doesn't pay commission, the seller pays that, so it's not included in this.
Right.
Now it's very important to know that when you're making an offer on a house, your mortgage company has a policy where they lend you a certain percentage of the valuation cost or the sales price, whichever is lower. So if you buy a house for $25 million and it valued $28 because the seller never bothered with no valuation, and the seller never know it when value 28. But when you send your evaluator value 28, the chances are that you will get, you're still only going to get 95% if your mortgage company was laying at 95 of the sales price or the valuation cost with the LS. If the valuation and the sales price are the same thing, then 95% you just need to find your 5%.
Right.
If the valuation cost is significantly lower than you're buying it for, then you have a larger difference to cover. So it's important to sit down and have those conversations with your Hickey Grant agent about what the full implications are, what your total cost is, so that we can know how much money you need to find. So it's not the same thing to present a letter to say the mortgage company say, I lend you $25 million. What if the valuation was 23? Then the mortgage company will lend you 95% of 23 instead of 95% of 25. Therefore, the gap between the valuation and the selling price gets larger. You must find that out of your pocket.
But then again, would you ask, why would you be willing to pay way above the valuation price?
Because people buy things for different reasons. One, when you're buying a dwelling house, you've been searching for a house for the longest while, can't get nothing within your budget, and something comes up in an area within your budget that can accommodate your family.
Okay.
You are unlikely to allow $2 million to make you lose it, because that's where you're going to live. You're not buying it to rent it back, eh? And so, in valuation is subjective enough, but on value in real estate is what the market is prepared to pay for it.
Pay for it, right.
So a man may have live somewhere, right? And he want another empty lot beside him to plant him cantaloupe and things. And you see that happening enough developments.
Yes,
I'm the one no
beside him.
He might buy it for $3 million more than the average man.
Yeah.
So again, there are reasons to buy at or above prices. Some sellers, when you have a property in some areas, if you give any agent a property, say in Pembrokeshire, good areas in Pembrokeshire, and say, hey, you want $28 million for this or $30 million, I guarantee you when the agent puts it out there and say, hey, agent going to be on site on Saturday, 40, 50 agents turn up with their clients. And against a $70 million property somewhere, less people are in the market for it. So the demand may drag, and some people go in. I listed a property in a certain area there at a certain price range, and I got offers for it without it being viewed. Because
but that's crazy. Why you want to buy something without you?
It's a new build. People know what it looks like. People know that they're about the same. People know that there's a land space which is important. They can add to it and get a 3-bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So if I saw a house in say a Phoenix Park, and I know what they are in its original state, and I see a picture of what it looks like, and I know it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom with open living and dining, I probably might not wait for the agent to take me there to make an offer to buy it. There's nothing wrong with it. Far, it just built.
Yeah.
But I'm only making the point that demand at a certain price rate will lead to sometimes a higher offer than it's listed for. When that happens, you may find that you have to find extra cash. Some of those people who make the offer above know that maybe a $30 million house somewhere in Pembrokeshire is probably a little more than it probably will value, but they have $8 million in their account, so they can afford to pay a larger deposit and perhaps a larger deposit plus advance payment to make up the $8 million. And know that even if the valuation comes back at 26, they're good. Because they're not relying on just the valuation now. They have their money saved up for buying.
Right.
But it's important to talk to us because we can calculate the projected cost for all these things. Subject to your lawyer saying they'll take 1.5 rather than 2, so your costs go down, eh? You can find out, you have to do valuation costs, survey ID, report.
We just have a minute. Just have a minute left, so we're not have to wrap up and then tell me how we can make contact with you.
Now, to talk to a Hickey Grant agent, I can't give all them numbers. Talk to me and I'll, I can put you on 876-999-4439. Always good to go to our Instagram page at Hickey Grant Property, and you will see all that we have listed. If you search our website at www.hickeygrant.com, all listings in Jamaica will pop up on the Hickey Grant website. Just call us and we will make contact with the other agents.
Right. Thank you very much, my brother. We have to run now. So thank you. All the best. That is Hickey. Have a wonderful weekend, my friend.
My pleasure.
All right, we have some persons celebrating their birthday. We have Keela Foot. Yes, she's be on the show. Newton Johnson, my schoolmate. Althea Burton there at Knox. Doctor, that's on Saturday. And then on Saturday also we have Dr. Marjorie Vassal's son, Dominic. Dominic, you have a wonderful day on Saturday. Then Sunday, Anthony Evelyn, Windell Grant, Peter Gay Heslop. Sunday also we have Elon Patterson at Big yes, the Honorable Audrey Swell also on Sunday. There you have it. So, alright, there you have it. So, all my friends, there you have a wonderful weekend, and make sure to take it easy on all roads. And just want to remind you, yes, I leave you with this. Thank you very much, Mr. Hart. Yeah, Pastor Boy. Thank you to all my listeners and all my guests. Thank you very much. And I want to remind you, it is better to enjoy today than to spend today worrying about tomorrow, which I never further than say. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Walk good, my friend.
Hold me back.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at OmegaKLAS.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
It's now time for your Hurricane Tip, sponsored by Isratech Jamaica.